Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Warcraft Rumble Molten Core guide, I'm going to show you how to take down Ragnaros free to play without any epic minis. Ragnaros' army consists of Dark Eye Miners, Firehammers, Flamewakers, Living Bomb, Molten Giants, Pyromancers, and then as map mechanics Sons of Flame and Core Hounds. Particularly the Firehammers and Pyromancers can be a problem, and you really want to try to kill them while they are walking down the long path. So safe pilots, blizzards, that sort of stuff, well pegs, things that can just kill them before they reach the front lines. That can be very important in this one. The main mechanic in the Ragnaros fight are lava waves. Whenever Ragnaros takes a tower, he will send a lava wave to the opposite side of the map. And that lava wave is going to kill all of your minis on that side, but not Ragnaros' minis, and it's going to take all the towers on that side. So if you take towers on both sides, then you lose a tower, lava wave is going to come down the other side, it's going to take some towers, which procs a lava wave on the other side again. So that can lead to quite a few issues. So you really want to take towers on one side only, if at all possible. In the first phase of the Ragnaros fight, Ragnaros is submerged and only Majordomo Executus is on the map. Majordomo Executus kills minis very effectively, so you kind of want to take Majordomo down with Unbounds and spells, and he is super fragile. So Unbounds, Blizzard, Execute, Majordomo is going to fall very quickly to those. And when Executus dies, then Ragnaros is going to appear. Ragnaros is going to take back all the towers, and there's going to be a small explosion that will destroy all minis in the immediate vicinity of those towers. So you want to have your retake push on the way, but so that when Ragnaros appears and tower is taken, the retake push is just far enough that it doesn't get destroyed by the tower being taken. In the first main phase of Ragnaros, Ragnaros is going to periodically throw meteors at your towers, but not at your base. And then once you reach the end of the phase, Ragnaros is going to submerge, and Ragnaros will summon 4 Sons of Flame that will start walking down the path towards your base. In the second main phase, these Sons of Flame now attack, and Sons of Flame are vulnerable to siege damage. So siege damage is especially good against Sons of Flame. You can execute them, you can kill them with meat wagons, you can kill them with gargoyles. Those are like the main ways. They have a long way to go, so you have some flexibility on where you fight against them. I typically would like to push the right side, because meat wagon position is on the right side, so the right side is kind of the natural way to go. So typically I fight them on the right side quite far up during the path, and on the left side I wait until they are close to my base, beyond the latest tower, and then I will attack them there and take them down before they actually get to reach the base and hit it. After you have killed the Sons of Flame, Ragnaros is going to re-emerge, and the fight will continue much like the first phase. At this point, you will need to deal some more damage to Ragnaros to get Ragnaros to the final phase. And in the final phase, Ragnaros is going to summon more Sons of Flame, and this time there's going to be one Son of Flame that's going to be summoned between your base and the chest, so really close to your base. So you need to deal with that immediately, the others have a long way to go. Ragnaros does not submerge this time, even though he summons Sons of Flame, and he will start casting Meteor, and this time the Meteor is also going to be cast at your main base, so it's going to be a race. If you have whelps on Ragnaros while the phase change is going, then Ragnaros is going to pop those eggs, and the whelps will have some time to shoot at Ragnaros, because during the animation Ragnaros cannot hit them back, so getting whelps out there right at the phase change is really important. And these are the armies Turtle and I used to take down Ragnaros. I was playing Sneed, and I had Dark Eye Miner, Batrider, Gargoyle, Blizzard, Meat Wagon, and Whelpbags, while Turtle was playing Jaina, and Turtle had Banshee, Blizzard, Execute, Dark Eye Miner, Safe Pilot, and Whelp Eggs. My Sneed has the Miner talent here because I don't have the extra gold talent, but that would be the one that you want to go for. You're making good use of Sneed's leader ability, and Sneed's leader ability is going to give you and your partner 2 gold whenever a siege unit takes a chest, tower, or meeting stone, and you're going to take a lot of towers. That only applies to your own units. If your partner has siege units and they take towers, that's not viable. That's not going to give you any gold. But here I have Sneed as siege unit, I have meat wagon, and I have gargoyle. So I'm ready to take the chest, I'm ready to take the towers. It's enough that they are damaging them. They don't have to get the last hit in, and we're just going to get so much gold. Dark Eye Miners are quite important, so that you will be able to mine effectively. Both that you will be able to mine when you want on the bottom gold veins that are close to your base, and that you can steal some of the top gold veins as well. I have Batrider here. I didn't have a lot of useful Horde minis to use. Batrider is useful against especially the Flamewakers and killing some Dark Eye Miners as well, because those Fury Dark Eye Miners can also really hurt your base. I have Gargoyle. Gargoyle is going to just fly and take some towers, and Gargoyle is also going to challenge the Sons of Flame. Then I have Blizzard, and also Turtle has Blizzard. Blizzard is super good because it can kill Pyromancers and it can hurt Firehammers. Sadly, I used the Valor slot trying to get my Blizzard to be good enough to kill Firehammers, but 25 Blizzard does not kill a Firehammer. You would need a 26 Blizzard to kill a Firehammer, which the Blizzard alone, so that Valor slot actually didn't do that much. But it's a little bit of something. Then I have Meatwagon. Meatwagons can hit Ragnaros from very far away. I'm going to show you the right positioning for them. And Meatwagons also will help you take towers, and Meatwagons will hit those Sons of Flame really hard. As for the Meatwagon positioning, 2 wagons can shoot at Ragnaros from the point marked with the cross there, and they're also strong against Sons of Flame. And you need to position the Meatwagon on the left side of your top deployment zone. Then it will move to a position where it can shoot at Ragnaros. If you position it somewhere else, it will not get close enough to realize that, hey, Ragnaros is actually within range. Then I have Whelpex. Whelpex are also something I can drop on Pyromancers, I can drop on Flame Wakers, they can just kill them and handle that. Whereas Turtle is using Jaina. Jaina's leader ability, getting that +3 levels on the next spell that you're going to cast. Well, Jaina with Execute, with Blizzard, that +3 levels means that even these low-level Blizzard and Execute can deal much more damage than usually. Then there's Banshee. One of the players should have Banshee. Banshee can take some of the Core Hounds. Banshee can take some of the Molten Giants. 2 Banshees is a little bit too much, but one of the players should run one. And then there's Whelpex again, something that you can drop on those Pyromancers, drop on those Firehammers, and same with the Safe Pilot. We just have a lot of stuff that we can drop, trying to kill some of those minis while they're doing the long walk down, and then using that to defend. And ultimately, we want to push Ragnaros to the last phase at the start of overtime, ideally, and then it's because it's going to be a race, and then Whelps there, Executes there, Blizzards there, just dropping stuff on Ragnaros while defending against the Sons of Flame, in particular the Son of Flame in the middle, which I'm going to tank with Gargoyle and then kill with the Meatwagon as well. And yeah, that's the plan, and these are the army levels that were able to take down Ragnaros, and this is what it all looks like in action. Alright, here we go, time to take down Ragnaros. I'm playing Sneed, Turtle is playing Jaina. And here right at the start, there's going to be Flame Wakers coming from both sides, so we want to handle those, and we want to take the chest, and we want to use some siege damage on the chest. So there goes the Meatwagon on the chest, also together with Jaina, chest taken, lots of gold gained. Sometimes it's needed the chest, but it depends on your opening hand. I have Batrider there to handle the Flame Wakers, and I'm sending the first Gargoyle to take the rightmost tower. Meanwhile, Turtle has used something like Blizzard and Whelpex probably on that Flame Waker. With our levels, it takes 1 Blizzard from me and 2 Jaina Executes from Turtle to kill Major Domo. 1 Execute has been spent already. I'm drawing Blizzard now, and later on Turtle is going to send another Execute. We're going to try to get the phase change so that ideally we would get the chest and we would get the tower back immediately, but it depends a little bit on whether we are actually able to do that or not. Now there's this nasty Firehammer attack coming from the left, but we're able to handle that. We're able to take the chest, and so far so good. And we should be facing pretty much right now. I actually accidentally had clicked on the arrow. Sorry about that one. Some slight mistake. That actually ended up being a little bit bad, because that means that we're going to end up taking the leftmost tower, which we don't want to take. Luckily, the Flame Wave does not hit flying, so the Gargoyle is perfectly safe, but all the others are probably going to die. Yeah, you don't want to click the arrow and make them go to the left. You really want them to go to the right. Anyway, notice the positioning of the Meatwagons to the left side of the upper deployment zone, so that they will end up going to the position where they can actually shoot at Ragnaros. Another chest is coming, trying to get that Sneed out there, ensuring that we're taking the chest. If you only try to take the chest with a Meatwagon, sometimes the AI will spawn a Dark Iron Miner at the chest. Meatwagon can proc the chest, but then Dark Iron Miner is close and Meatwagon is far away, so Dark Iron Miner ends up claiming it. You don't want that to happen. Here we have a push going at the tower, and sadly the Dark Iron Miner is going to be taking the left tower maybe. That's so some things didn't go perfectly here at the start, but in general the start is quite flexible. You have time at the beginning, so you're not typically under a lot of time pressure, because you want the last phase to be entered when the overtime begins. You can even go into it a little bit further, but you don't want it to happen too early before the overtime. And because of that, That means that early on, some mistakes are allowed early on, but the later in the game it goes, the less room there is for error. Then you will just need to play very, very sharp. And I keep sending gargoyles from here to take towers. I'm fully expecting to keep losing towers to meteors and to all the stuff that Ragnaros is sending towards us. Sometimes you can also take the top tower and it's totally fine. Taking both towers on the right side is completely fine, completely acceptable. You can use that, you can even mine better at the top if you can do that. But depending on your levels, it might not always be possible. But the main thing is just try to attack on one side only. And here we have, oh now there is a core hound, but it's going to get possessed and Sneed is on its way to taking the chest. So once we get that chest, we're going to get a good influx of gold again. Perfect. Then sending some minis, just trying to get some of those pyromancers, some of the firehammers while they're still up there further away than necessary so that they wouldn't get to the front line at all. Bat Rider trying to do some damage. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage to a core hound, I admit, so that's that, but the turtle is helping out with that, so it's going to be fine. One miner died to a lava wave, but we can send another. That's why Dark Iron Miners, sending Dark Iron Miners also to these bottom veins can be useful, because you can control better exactly when they land on those. Alright, we face Ragnaros and the suns are spawning. So at this point I want to make sure that I have enough troops on the right, so that I will be able to kill the suns on the right, and I wait with the defense on the left until the very last moment. So here we have Gargoyle and we have a couple of meat wagons, just trying to protect them from the Flame Wakers and from Pyromancers stuff. That's going to be fine. We got the chest and now the suns are coming. I need to cycle a little bit because I don't yet have a Gargoyle. This defense is a little bit late. I ideally would like to do it a little bit faster. The sun should be like 1 or 2 centimeters further, but the defense was just barely enough and the sun did not reach the base. I'm sending Sneed out there as well, making sure that the sun is well contested. Right, and it is. That's perfect. Sneed also happened to mine a little bit. But yeah, the miner talent is not the optimal talent for Sneed. And again, you can see I'm throwing a blizzard up top, so, because I just want to get stuff killed before they reach the front line. And here I'm sending a meat wagon, then siege units trying to take the chest as often as possible. Siege units to take the chest, siege units to take the towers as often as you can. Alright, some troops coming from multiple directions again. So I'm dropping some whelp eggs to help against the miner, and turtle is stealing the core hound. Towers exchanging hands, which is perfectly fine. Towers exchanging hands means more gold because of Sneed, so I'm completely fine with that. 16 seconds left, it's almost at overtime and we are almost at the last phase, so timing looks pretty good right now. That meat wagon just keeps chipping in some damage. And because it keeps chipping in the damage, then that means that Ragnaros is going to get closer and closer to the next phase. But we managed to possess the core hound and we're about to face Ragnaros, which means I'm preparing for the suns. Now I'm sending the gargoyle here to meet because the sun is going to come, and I'm dropping my whelp eggs. Turtle also has whelp eggs there before the phase change. So boom, now the eggs are popped. The whelps are out, the turtle is executing the whelps, giving them bloodlust so that they can deal more damage to Ragnaros. And now we managed to handle the middle sun, and I have sent a gargoyle down towards the right so that it can take on some of the other suns. I'm trying to keep the pyromancers and other things away from there. I'm just now trying to cycle a little bit, just trying to get some things out there. And another gargoyle towards the left. And if I can, I will try to throw some whelp eggs or blizzards at Ragnaros, but my main job here is to defend, and turtle is pumping everything to the offense. But I'm also, of course, trying to get some defense going. The sun coming, there's pyromancer, there's a firehammer coming, so we don't have a lot of time. We need a tiny bit of damage. I'm trying to distract with the kobold. I couldn't, but Ragnaros does fall. Average level of around 22 overall. Thank you for watching.
click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.